Greetings. We on this thing, Malika. Greetings. We are on this thing. Hey, Mr. Really Doe, little baby. How are you? Much love into you. Greetings, family. Gratitude for hitting the like button as you come in. I am sitting here about to go in momentarily for my colonic to get this dookie shoe cleaned out. Whoop whoop. But I was on the phone with Malika. Malika. And we were having a conversation about her life that she had did about the purpose. And we're like removing yourself away from things that stop you from serving your purpose. And I feel like when she was like, we were talking and she was like, Quatita, that's a word. You need to go live. I see you in a minute. I'm like, okay. So, first I want to say we need to be very, very aware of not only, we talked about gut health, like, because your gut is your second mind, right? As well as your first mind, and being aware and cognizant of your show, right? That's why he the high council of your Aphrodite and Adonai, as well as your Tetetron and Sheshoni, okay? And just being the covering of that, and being aware of mental health as well as gut health. And again, they both play a large factor, and they're both a big part in that. And we were talking, and I was talking about not being idle, and me on this cleanse, this fast, and it's going very well. Like tomorrow's supposed to be my last day, but I told Malika I think I'm gonna go a few more days because I want to go until I get it. I want to keep doing it until I get it. I want to receive it and get it mentally. I want to get it mentally in my mind and mentally in my gut, my solar. I want to get it. I want to understand why I eat when I eat, the way I eat. Why do I keep going back to bad behaviors that are not serving me? I want to get it. I want to understand me. I want to understand what my focus is and where I'm lacking at. And I feel like me not eating physical food of solid food is forcing me to look at my eating habits and the way I keep showing up to myself. So I've been trying to just take it a day at a time, and today I'm good. I've had a smoothie that I made from home, which was a banana oat milk, peanut butter, and some hazelnut smoothie. With some key lime water, and then I just stopped and got a green tea, a matcha from Starbucks while I was doing my session. But I just want to get it, and I feel like I'm not fully getting it, Like, I know certain things are not good for me, and I feel like I sit idle, and when I'm idle, I would prefer to just lay down. I'm not taking care of business. Like, of course, I get tired, and I'm a busy person, so I kind of need downtime. I need, but I think a lot of times we're more busy in here. Because you could be so busy in here, you feel like you didn't do 2 days of work, and you have not moved off the couch, It's about being cognizant of what's happening inside of your mind. Do you get it? Are you getting it? Why are you performing? Why are you who you are? Like, why do you feel like you're out of control? Do you need to be in control? Like, what is your understanding and your level of understanding of your own self? Today, I started my day off with not just a daily reverence, because I was going to put it on, and then my soul said, no. I want you to go through and put the full body on, the full body, the armor, the full body, or, I want you to put the full body on in invocation, because I've been saying invocation because I don't want to keep saying prayer. So I found another word for prayer, which means invocation. So I keep saying an invocation of energy, because that's really what I want to do. I want to invoke the energy that I want to stand inside of. And I want to birth inside of myself to shine and radiate outwardly. So I went inside of myself and I said it with my mouth as well as in my mind space, but I gave reverence and acknowledge an invocation of energy to all of the deities from the top all the way down to Levianite, not missing one deity and just showing gratitude. And then when I thought I was done, the soul said, now I want you to give invocation of energy to yourself, to Quetita, to Amarasu Atum, to Quetita as the person, to the physical body, to your womb, to your legs. I want you to give invocation of energy to all of that, because that's kind of where it started. So when I'm talking to Malika a moment ago and we're speaking, and I'm like, I had to become aware of self. Like, why are you not working out? Why are you not? Because I wanted to work out last night, but I was like, okay, I feel my energy coming back to where now my mind is clearing back out and I want to go to the gym now. You know what I'm saying? But it's about being self-aware of what it is you're doing to yourself, because we will tell you in a heartbeat what somebody else has done to you. Like, bitch, you have done this to me. But we are very, very mum when it comes to what you are doing to yourself. You don't want to take accountability and responsibility for what you're doing to self. But if you have to look at yourself and show gratitude, it starts to make you think more things. Like, that's why I sent the message this morning. Like, did you show gratitude not only to the deities, to the soul, to the spirit, but to yourself as well? Because if you have to start thinking about this, like, I don't think we really, really give knowledge. And I was watching something the other day, and it sparked this in me, and I can't stop thinking about it, that if you have been with someone in a relationship way, or, in a past behavior way, to where your body was taken advantage of or you were violated, like, have you spoke to that version of yourself? Like, oh, I'm over there. Like, really? Because what did that version of yourself say? What did your vagina space say? What did your penis say? Like, what did your breast say? What did your body say to you? What did that version say to you when you spoke to that version of yourself inside of the trauma that was experienced? Because a lot of times I truly believe it is that version of self that says, fuck the gym. Fuck that. I'm going to eat this, even though I know it's not good for me. But why are you eating it? I don't know. You do know. You're punishing yourself. Why are you punishing yourself? You have not found the love of self that says, I want to live. The will is not there to not eat that. But why is it not there? Like, why is there trauma here? Why is there trauma here? Like, have you spoken into your heart space and asked Papa Candelo and the Lama Dama, hey, what's in there? What's in there that I need to clear out? Because something is fucking with my Adina, is fucking with my Yehuda, is fucking with my Nzinga, because I'm not seeing clearly. So Nzinga is clouded. Etheria is covering her. That energy is not moving properly. Where is Skylingua and Skywita that's going to move this energy so I can see clearly through my Nzinga? Where is it? Why? Speak to that version of yourself so you can gain understanding. Because I want to know why I am who I am. Why am I doing this? There are so many things that come up. Like, let me just be quite transparent and get it. Let me say this, because as a child, I was afraid. It only happened the one time. But I have to think, am I holding on to that? Like, my uncle was inappropriate with me. But when he passed, I felt so terrible because he had a mental issue. He passed by himself. I felt like the world was not kind to him, although he did something that was inappropriate to me. But I haven't registered to myself, like, have I spoken to that child? How is she feeling? We have not merged ourselves back together. Like, if that child is not healed from that particular day, that particular incident, Am I carrying her along on my back? How big is this monkey on my back? And gratitude, and sorry, Joseph, but how big is that? Why do I keep showing up to myself in the manner of food, in the manner of sex, in the manner of broken thoughts, in the manner of anger, in the manner of just intolerable, like, to people and behaviors, and then allowing what I should not allow, and then maybe turning away what I maybe should allow? Like where is my reversal button? I need to stop. I need to pause. I need to talk to some versions of myself, because I keep sitting idle, not, like Malika said, fulfilling my purpose. And I'm sitting in the midst of a disarray that is not allowing me to fulfill inside of my purpose. And I love to see people in chat be like, girl, I just thought about that this morning, but what are we doing about it? People would tell you all day long, girl, I meditate and I do duck flower and but what are you showing up in your own life still? I don't want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it and what's showing up after. What's the result? What is the result? What is those, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? If you're not supposed to eat chicken, and you know every time you eat chicken you feel sick and you don't like it, you feel sluggish, but you keep eating it, because why? But why do you keep eating it? What can we do to stop that part of ourselves to not show up? Because your vessel is an entity all by itself, and you take complete advantage of your vessel as if the vessel is you. It is not. That's a word. Your vessel is not you. Your vessel is the vessel that is carrying you. Do you talk to your vessel? To your Dionites? To your Josephs? Are you talking to your vessel? Your vessel gives up on you because you've given up on it. My kidneys ain't working, I'm sure. What have you talked to Marielite? Have you talked to your kidneys? Are you giving reverence to the body, to the vessel that is carrying the real you? Are we doing that? No, we're not, because we take advantage of everything. You've taken advantage of self to the point where you think this vessel is you, and it's not. It is the beautiful divine covering. It is your spaceship. It is your productivity of life. It is your file cabinet. Ooh! Whoa! It is your file cabinet. You take advantage of what does not even, like, it's yours for the moment, but it must return back to you go to the ether. So that means you must separate yourself. You are so many beings inside of yourself. And you just think that I'm just me. You're not. You're not just you. Your eyes, they are a separate entity as well. They are part of the vessel that is carrying you. You don't even give a shit what's happening with your eyes. Are you giving reverence to your eyes? Gratitude for allowing me to see. Gratitude to my Aphrodite and Adonai that I can think. Gratitude for Aphrodite and Adonai working in conjunction with Nzinga so I can see and think properly. We think that we are this vessel. You are not your vessel. If you think your vessel is ugly and fat, then shit, what you gonna do with this shit? If I don't like my car, yeah, I might have to, can I go get that dent knocked out of it? Yeah, but can I accept the car that I'm in? I had a van, honey, and they had busted out windows, and I still drove that motherfucker wild because that van was good to me. looks good to me. It got me where I wanted to be. It took me in many places, man. We have to love our vessel. Your vessel is not you. Your vessel is yourself. And as long as you're sitting idle and you're not taking care of it, you cannot ask the Spirit or God, yo, Jesus, whatever. You can't ask it to please heal it when the power, you have it always already inside of you. You just don't even care to enact inside of your physical and spiritual, ethereal power. Because why the fuck not? Because somebody's told you didn't have it. That's why you keep bending on your knee over there asking for something outside of yourself to correct something that you have the power to fix. And listen, I get it. But I want to know. I want to know me better. I want to know, why do I keep returning to the bullshit part of myself that I know isn't good to myself? You can't try to activate your power, Kara. You got to activate your power. To try is to believe that you can't do it. Try is just like believe. You need to convince yourself of. To do and to know is something completely different. Please call me Quatita. Don't call me Queen. Gratitude. I want to know me. And I feel like I haven't fully gotten to know me. Like, even if you want somebody in your life and you keep going back in your mind like, dang, why do I keep going back in my mind? Like, could I have worked with that person? You know, like, dang, if that person would just call me, or like, because I do that in my mind too. It's a little honey jam that I keep thinking about, like, ugh. But things didn't work out between us because he's a different age bracket than myself. And, you know, people were in his ear about some things, and he's been on my mind. But why is he on my mind? You know, like, what am I lacking inside of myself besides the penis that is not inside of myself? Woo, that's a word. But besides the penis that is not inside of myself, that I want inside of myself, what else am I lacking that I feel like that this young man could fulfill in my space when I really don't know if I even want to be bothered with anyone? I'm lacking something. Because if I get in a relationship with someone, I'm going to be distracted when I'm already distracted inside of self. So am I even prepared or ready to be with someone? Because I don't really even want to be with nobody. I want to date. And that's fine. But is dating also going to be a distraction because I'm already distracted inside of myself? I am not fully capable of standing in where I want to be standing in. And why the fuck not? I need to know. And I don't want to eat solid foods again. And if I do, then fine. But if I just want to just get it. I want to get it. I want to just get it. Before I go back to food, because food I make poor choices with food. And I believe the poor choices with food that I make also shows up in my real life on how I make choices sometimes in my life. I want to know. And I don't want to put food in my mouth until I get it. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing it? I'm going to just take it a day at a time. I don't want to think too far ahead of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so next week, I don't want to do that. I want to today. Today, I'm doing liquids. Tomorrow, I might feel differently. I pray that I don't. I invocate that energy that I don't feel differently. I still want to stand in what I'm standing in today that I stood in yesterday and the day before. I want to understand, and I feel like I need to reset my mind, my body space, just so I can get it. Just so I can get it, you know? And talk to ourselves, because we have been through a lot. You're going through a lot on a daily basis, weekly basis, yearly basis, monthly basis. Like, you know, and we're different versions. Since me and Malika had that conversation and she said it and worded it for me again, I keep thinking about that. You're constantly in different dimensions and versions of yourself and you don't even know it. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I was a different version of myself because I left that in the different dimension. The dimension it was left in was the past. I cannot bring the past into my today, and I cannot enter today into my future because I have to still be in the present of the right now. So what does that mean? That means I need to understand the person, the vessel, the version of Quatita, and everything that goes along with that person today, because whatever I didn't get yesterday, I have an opportunity today to get that. So every day you have to stay in the right now. You cannot bring the past into the today, because why? That's a different dimension. You've left that dimension already. You did. We did. We left it already. I don't know who that person is because I didn't get to know that person yesterday. I may have a small fraction of understanding, but I salute that person. Salute that wa to that person, to that version. You change in yourself every day. You know how much weight you can lose in a day? That means you're a different version of yourself. I done went and got my hair done. I'm a different version of myself today. One day at a time, that's all you can do. You can't never even prepare for no shit. You may know you have some things coming up. Then I suggest we start speaking to ourselves. So the future version of self, I want you to just be prepared for what else we have going on. I know yesterday's self, she struggled with some things, and she was happy, but she had some, a different understanding of some things. But I want to understand something better today. So tomorrow, the version that I come to you with is different. I want to be different. I want to show up different. I want to understand me differently. And I just want to apologize to myself for, all of myself, so I don't know. I just, we talked about idle and being idle and idle hands. And, if you ain't got nothing else to do, what are you doing? If it's not conducive, are you just watching TV? Or are you overeating? Or are you touching that thing or pulling on that thing? Or are you just watching porn? Like, what is your vice? What is keeping you from, if you're in an idle position, when I say that, I mean like you have nothing else to do and you're just in a space of downtime, and you know what I'm saying? Like, are you relaxed? Or are you, even if you just want to clean your kitchen, if you clean the kitchen, what's in your mind? Are you emptying out? Are you deleting, apps that are not serving you? Like, because we have apps, we have viruses in here and your supercomputer a lot of times, and you don't even register that shit. You know what I'm saying? So how are you showing up to yourself is all the fuck I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do we get it? Because if we don't get it, we got to get it. I got to get in here. I got to fill out this paperwork so I can go and clean my dookie chute out. But I show gratitude. I know I've said a lot, but I just hope I made it make sense so we can get it. You are not your vessel, so show appreciation for it. I show gratitude. I love y'all. Give me hugs. Good talk. Good talk. I see you in a minute. Peace.